I said to myself, what are you thinking about? You done forgot that quick. You started on the corner with $50 worth of products. And you turned this into a full-fledged restaurant in a little over a year's time. You did it once. You could do it again. And I went out here, found me a corner, got me some products, and now I'm back out on the corner again. Now, because me and her is on good terms, she's still asking me on a regular basis to go places with her. One morning, we get up, she asked me to ride somewhere with her. I come back, the repo man then got my car. It is now, I got a little income coming in. I just been out here literally days. And now I ain't got no car. So because she's off work in the bed, I go to her. I say, hey, are you going anywhere today? She say, no, I ain't going nowhere. I'm be in the bed all day. I say, hey, let me use your car so I can go make some money. Do you know? She said, oh no, you can't use my car. But see, at this point, because I was so focused, wasn't nothing for to stop me. I went and got a duffel bag that I had, big old giant duffel bag with wheels on it. I loaded the duffel bag up as full as I can get it. And I left that house walking to the bus stop. See, this was before Uber and Lyft. I'm walking to the bus stop because I'm about to catch the bus down to my spot so I can make some money. On my way to the bus stop, guess who pulled up? She pulls up. What was that about? Because she had a guilty conscience that she know she was wrong for saying I can't use a car. But here she go. But I continued on and I began catching the bus to my spot every day. Nothing was going to stop me. Now, I made $500. So now I need to get to the auction. Guess what? I'm catching the bus to the auction. I go to this auction that I had been to. It was a little small auction. But I had bought a couple of cars there for $500 a piece. And I was able to sell them for double the money. So that's what I was looking to do. I go to this auction. They didn't have nothing that I would pay $500 for. And the reason I say that is because the cars that I had got before was good running cars. They looked good, clean inside and out. You know, they may have needed something minor, but that was it. I didn't see nothing like that, so I wasn't going to spend my money on it. Well, at the end of the auctions, they always have these little cheap cars that come through there, and they sell for $200 or $300. And I never really pay them no attention because it's nothing that I want to deal with. So what I do is I end up just staying looking at these cars, these cheap cars coming through. An old van come through there. It's an old foreign van. I don't remember what brand it was, maybe a Mazda or something like that. But I'm looking at the inside of the car and it's super clean. I'm looking at the mileage, it only got 90,000 miles on it. And it's running good. Now, the problem with this car is it got rust on the bottom. That's something I never buy or never would buy, is a car that got rust on it. But the bid on this car was $150. I bid it at $175, won the bid on it. Drove the thing home. I get home, I'm starting to check it out, see everything it needed and whatnot. So I'm going to keep driving it around just to see if it got any other problems with it. Now, in the process of this, we get a card in the mail. It's an advertisement from a new car dealership that just opened up around the corner. And she sees it, and she looking at it, and see that they advertising $500 down. So she come to me and she say, hey, can you ride with me to go up here so I can see what kind of cars they got? I said, listen, that's just an advertisement. That's just to bait you in. It's going to be very few cars for $500 down. It ain't going to be nothing that you really want. So, as always, anytime she need me to go somewhere or want me to go somewhere, she won't stop. And she always come at me in this real humble state, like some sad puppy dog that can't do nothing for themselves. And she's begging and asking over and over again. So I said, okay, come on, I'm going to show you. And we went on up there to the car lot, test driving cars. But every time she choose something, she always want me to drive it. Okay, so we test drive this Escalade. It's a 2002 Escalade. Mine was 2006 at this time. Car's about 4 years old, more closer to 5, because it's towards the end of 2006. So anyway, it's a nice truck. Look good inside and out. The miles is right. And she said she wants to get it. Well, the salesman had said the payments on it was going to be about $800. So I told her, I said, listen, right now, you know you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Your car payment is about $400. Now, you're going to jump to an $800 car payment? What you should do is stop, take a few days, and you think about this before you actually do it. Now, I said right now, what I need you to do is to drop me off because I need to get out here and make some money. So she drops me off. I go. I'm up here on the corner. 2 hours later, guess who pulling up in that truck? Her. So I walk up to her. She said, yeah, I went on ahead and I got it. I said, yeah, but how you do it? Because I know you didn't have no money for the down payment. She said, well, what I did was I traded my car in. And I signed an agreement to pay them $4,500 in the next 30 days. Now, at this point, I ain't never heard of a car dealership ever giving you a car and then you pay the down payment later. You know? So this is kind of crazy to me. $4,500 down, $800 a month. But okay, that's you. So my thoughts on this is, here it is. You wouldn't loan me $1,500 to get something up and running so I can get back on my feet. But you will make an agreement to put $4,500 down and $800 a month for a car? Hey, now, she's out every day now, pulling up on her friends, her family, and everybody talking real highly about this new truck. And she taking it all in, sucking it all up, the accolades and feeling good about herself. But all I'm thinking about is this crazy deal she just made. That's what I'm thinking about. Because at this point in time, I knew several other people who had went out and bought brand new Escalades, and their car payment was only $500 a month. So what she had done was crazy to me. Now, after her pulling up on everybody every day since she had it, doing what narcissistic people do, they love all the attention. They love for people to look up to them. You see, and that's what she had them few days. Everybody was speaking highly about this new truck. She come to me about 5 days later. She say, hey, can you ride with me to take this truck back to the dealership. She say, I can't do this. This is going to be too much on me. Trying to come up with $4,500 and $800 a month. I said, listen, this is why I told you. Take a few days and think about it ahead of time. Because here's the thing now. When you sign that paperwork, all sales final. You can't go back, especially 5 days later. Because I guarantee you, your car done already went to the auction. She pleaded and begged and wouldn't take no for an answer like she always do. So I said, come on, let's go. I'll show you. Back up to the dealership, we walk in. The woman who actually did the paperwork seen us coming in. When the lady told her the same thing I did. Your car's already gone to the auction. All sales final. It's been 5 days. It's nothing we can do. But what I can do for you, instead of you paying for this truck for 4 years, I can redo the paperwork, extend your payments for 5 years, and it'll take your payments down from $800 to $700 a month. And she ended up being stuck with this truck. Now, what's so amazing, days after this, don't you know that truck stopped on her? Not once, but twice, left her stranded. Who you think she was calling? Yeah, calling me. You need to be calling the tow truck, not me. Now, me on the other hand, while all this is going on, I get approached by a guy I know. He was asking me about this van I bought. And I told him that I was going to get the rust fixed and the brakes, and then I was going to sell it. He said that he would buy it just like it is. He said, look, I give you $375 for it just like it is. Then all I'm thinking about is I can just go back to the auction and get something better. So I took the $375, I go back to the auction. This time I buy another car, and it was clean, ran good, didn't need nothing. And I sold that a week later for $1,000. Well, I go back to the auction, and this time I didn't see nothing I was willing to buy, but I'm talking to these older guys there, and they tell me that the repo auction is the place you want to be at. They got a whole lot of cars as far as you can see. And they got really nice cars, and they got some great deals out there. I went out there, and it was just like they said. When you went out there on their lot, it was cars as far as you could see. Everything you can imagine. And when the auction started, they had 5, 6, 7 lanes going all at the same time, coming through the inside. I ends up buying a nice van. Clean, ran good, no shakes, rattles, leaks, had good tires on it. $800. Sold that van a week later for $3,200. And from this point, from the time I got that little $175 van, 30 days later, I had 7 cars at our house. Wasn't no more going on the corner no more. That was over with. But guess what happened with her? Now, here she come. And she real humble when she do it. She said, hey, how much did you pay for that car? How much you sell that for? She's looking at what's going on in amazement because she can't believe that I done came up out this situation again. But see, when she asked me about how much I done sold something for, my thing is this. Why do you care? Because see, I came to you and asked you to loan me the $1,500 to get this started. But you refuse. I even told you this could be a business that we done. You refuse. But I did it on my own. And you want to ask questions.